Hi, I'm Mr. Wolf, and this is my argument essay presentation on binge watching. Would you give up television if you knew the effects could be harmful? As of 2003, the term binge watching has been used to describe rapidly consuming a series of television shows, which have been made even more popular these days by streaming services such as Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon. According to an article, the average television binge lasts for 3 hours in one sitting. Over time, binge watching has become a cultural phenomenon and can have both detrimental and positive effects on one's mind and body. While it is true binge watching can be a positive experience in the short term, it can be clearly argued that binge watching, like anything in excess, is extremely harmful for people over time. Many people believe binge watching is a healthy, positive experience because it can promote social gatherings, while in reality it is detrimental to a person's social and emotional health. To begin, binge watching is detrimental because it creates an addiction that can lead to isolation. The article states, the brain, can become addicted to any activity that constantly produces dopamine. This example proves that the urge to watch the next episode is too addicting, therefore, one would not wait to watch with friends, causing them to become isolated. Additionally, binge watching is undoubtedly more of a negative activity than a positive activity, because it makes the viewer's experience less satisfying. The article exemplifies that while binge watching, the viewer won't have time between episodes to digest and really think about the show. The author here explains that the rapid succession does not allow for time to process or reflect upon the show, which ultimately damages one's emotional health. Despite these compelling claims, some find binge watching beneficial because it can be a wonderful, easy way for people to connect with one another. An article states, instead of feeling lonely or isolated, this shared space make it easier to relate to other people and share personal perspectives. This proves one may promote binge watching because social interactions are crucial for people to feel a sense of belonging in the world, even if there are more beneficial ways of finding these social interactions. People that like to binge watch often argue that it is a great way to relieve stress. However, binge watching is bad because it ultimately increases stress, is addictive, and often results in neglecting responsibilities. To start, binge watching is clearly a negative experience because it promotes less physical activity, which can lead to severe health problems. As directly stated in the article, binge watching requires sitting for hours and hours, which has long been linked to slow metabolism, heart disease, cancer, blood clots, and deep vein thrombosis. Although such consequences may not be felt in the short term, the cost of lounging around for tons of hours, which is unavoidable with binge watching, can cause serious damage to your physical health. Finally, binge watching is undoubtedly more of a negative activity than a positive one because viewers often neglect their responsibilities to do it. The article reveals that when binge watching becomes rampant, viewers may start to neglect their work and their relationships with others. This negligence only increases stress and impacts relationships negatively, causing an often vicious cycle of behavior. On the other hand, some would be right to believe binge watching can occasionally be a valuable activity because it can reduce stress for a short period of time. According to a clinical psychiatrist, a binge can work like a steel door that blocks our brains from thinking about those constant stressors that force themselves into our thoughts. While this confirms that binge watching can have its benefits in the short term, it is also important to note that this stress reduction is fleeting and only compounds the stress when not addressed over time. In other words, it cannot act as a permanent escape and is ultimately a matter of treating the symptoms, but not the disease. As previously stated, while many others may conclude binge watching is a harmless, potentially positive experience, it is obviously clear there are many ways to defend that binge watching television does not more harm than good over time. Television can be a great outlet for rest, stress relief, or even community gatherings when done in moderation. However, quickly moving through each show and wasting hours sitting on the couch is not the best way to enjoy the experience. Life is about balance, and binge watching, just like anything in excess, can tip the balance and take over a person's life in a negative way. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.